Hi, Silver Sneakers members. I'm Sue, and even though I can't be in class with you right now because of the coronavirus, it's awesome to have this opportunity to have a video workout with you. This is my husband, Dennis, and he's going to be demonstrating the chair options for our class today. You can do standing exercises or seated. The rule of thumb is you take the standing whenever you can. The chair options are available to you when you need them. For our exercises today, we're going to be using a chair. If you're going to be standing, a wall space, something that weighs 1 to 5 pounds. I have a briefcase with some books that I'm going to be using. Dennis is going to be using a water bottle instead. We're going to be using something that is soft, tossable, that we can toss and catch, a cup, or something from your pantry that's about the same height as that solo cup, a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, a water bottle, and a hand towel. Let's start by giving you an opportunity to see one more time what we need. So you may put this on pause while I hold this up for you to give you time to get everything you need. Just restart the video when you come back and you're ready to work with everything under your chair. All right, are we ready? You ready, Dennis?
I am.
Let's warm up. We're going to start with standing and seated exercises like we always do. March it in place, moving those arms, moving those legs. I hope everybody's feeling really good today. How about some kicks? Alternating those legs, pumping those arms. We're going to administer the talk test to ourselves today. Throughout our entire workout, I would like for you to chat occasionally, making sure that you're able to carry on a conversation without gasping for air. If you're gasping, your heart rate's too high, you need to take a longer break. And you can do that. That's the beauty of the video. All you have to do is hit the pause button, and when your heart rate comes back down, you resume exercising with me. So when we are back together again, please don't ask for a pause button in real life. If you ever had pain or dizziness during an exercise, you need to stop immediately. Safety before all else. Okay, how about some knee bends, or from the chair, some seated hip lifts, making sure your hands stay on the seat of that chair to ensure it doesn't slide out from under you. Last 4, 3, 2, and how about some high knees? Slow. Get that core engaged. All right, add a little balance challenge to it. Contralateral limb raises. Opposite arm with that leg lifting. If you need to hold that chair for balance, don't worry about those arms. There you go. Last 2 and 1. We're going to step and row, step and row. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You've always heard me talk about Dennis, my husband, in classes. Now you get to meet him. It's your lucky day.
I don't know about that.
All right, let's march and open and close those chest muscles. Now, just the right arm pulls, elbow goes to the back. Exhale when you pull. 2 more. 1 more. Now the left arm. Last 3, 2, and shoulder rolls from the front to the back. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up on your tiptoes, seated or standing. Chairs for balance if you're standing. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, wide legs. We're going to pretend like we're picking up something heavy. A little bend. Up as high as you can go with no pain. Big body movements now that we're a little bit warmer. Last 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shoulder roll. And let's give it a sexy roll, which just means one shoulder at a time. You'll always look sexy doing that. If you're standing, you got your hand next to your chair. We're going to do a single leg stand. Outside leg, the leg furthest from your chair. If you're sitting, just pick one. Come to as few fingers touching that chair as possible or none. If you're sitting, and only if you're sitting, lean away from that lifted leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Inhale up. Exhale down. Other leg lifts with as few fingers touching that chair as possible. And Dennis is already leaning away. Good. 10, 9, 8. Can you tell how it's harder on one side than the other? 3, 2, 1, and done. Give me some hip circles, or if you're seated, some upper body rotation circles. Our first group of exercises, there's going to be 3 of them. We're going to either do a squat in front of our chair. Let me move my things. Chair behind me. Hips going down towards the seat of the chair. You only go as low as you can with no pain. If that squat is not good for your joints today, then stand beside your chair with your feet a little closer and do some shallower knee bends. Dennis is going to demonstrate the seated hip lifts with the hands on the chair. Just like that, lifting your hips, putting them back down. Are we ready? This is our first of 3, and I'll tell you the other 2 when it's time to get there. Ready? All right. 12, 11. You notice Dennis is holding that chair to make sure it doesn't slide out from under him. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Dennis is going to be demonstrating the alligator arms for the chest. If that hurts your shoulders, bend your elbows. If you're going to be doing the wall push-ups with me, come to your wall, send your arms wider than your shoulders. We're inhaling down and exhaling up on a 2 count. 2 down, 2 up. Let's go, Dennis. You ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you're standing doing those push-ups, keep your core pulled in. Last 6, 5. You should feel the back, the chest, the shoulder, and the core. 3, 2, and 1. Our last exercise this series, and you know we're going to do them twice, is the front punch. Exhale every time you punch. Feel that core work. Knuckles are pointing up every time they punch forward. Pretend that Muhammad Ali is in that ring with you. Or what boxers do you remember, Dennis?
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
And Sonny Liston and Joe Frazier.
So who's in the ring with you?
I don't know, but if they're in the ring, and one is.
Uh-oh. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Feel your core. Making a light fist, not too heavy with your grip there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're coming back. One more round of those squats or knee bends, or Dennis is going to be demonstrating the hip lifts. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go. 12. If you're squatting, you're exhaling as you stand up, and you're squeezing those glutes when you're up. Last 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got Dennis doing the alligator arms. One more round with me doing the wall push-ups. You pick the exercise that causes no pain. Ready? Go. Exhale up on those push-ups. Last 6. You're halfway there. 4, 3, 2, and if you're on the wall push-off, get ready for those front punches. You ready?
Yes.
Go! Keep your belly pulled in. 30 seconds left. $15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Have a seat. Reach to the side of your chair for your water. That's in lieu of forward flexing from the front. That can put too much pressure on your back, so we don't want to hurt our backs. So we're always going to be reaching to the side. We're going to make sure that everything is kept under our chairs, away from our feet to be safe. And as you let your heart rate come down, I want to remind you one more time about the talk test. You're always able to carry on a conversation with me. If you're ready to start exercising, we'll move on to the next round of work. If you need a longer break, hit the pause button anywhere between 60 seconds to 2 minutes, giving your heart rate a chance to come back down. Are you good, Dennis?
I'm good.
Okay. Our next set of exercises, we're going to be doing some stomps. Stomps really strengthen the hip muscles, the hip bones. Anybody with osteoporosis, this is really good. Now, if that stomp hurts, you're going to step easier, okay? Don't stomp and sacrifice pain. Stomp if you can, step if you need to. So, sitting or standing, I'm going to do my right leg. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do 12. Let's make some noise. 6, 5, 4. We're pretty in sync. 3, 2, and left leg. Stomp. Or step easier if it hurts to stomp. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, what we're going to do next, I'm going to grab my bag that's weighted with some books. Dennis is going to reach under his chair to the side and get his water bottle. If you have back problems, you're going to stand tall and lift and lower. One arm, row. If you have a healthy back, you're going to tip the leg, same side as of the arm that you're holding the bag with is back. Pull, release. You're tipped if your back is healthy. You're tall, standing or seated, if you have an unhealthy back. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, release it down. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you know we got to trade arms. What we do to one side, we always do for the other. Ready? Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. I'll turn sideways. Oh, that shoulder always pops and it feels so good. So popping, if you don't have pain with it, it's good. It's your joints releasing pressure. Popping with pain is bad. You would need to stop immediately anytime it hurts. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to put this behind my chair, out of the way of my feet. Dennis is going to put his water bottle down. We're both going to reach for our red solo cup. So whatever you have, and we're both going to stay seated for this exercise. I'm going to bring my back away from the back of the chair, put the cup down in between my legs. I'll back up just a little bit so maybe you can see my feet. You can see Dennis's feet anyway. All right, are we ready? We're going to lift our right leg high, gently tap that cup without moving it. Keep your belly pulled in. Good. Exhale every time you raise a leg. Feel your belly. Gentle tap. Gentle tap. Halfway finished. I like to touch my belly to actually feel those muscles working here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slide that cup underneath our chairs. All right, stomping, repeating everything we've just done. Right leg. If it hurts to stomp, you step. If it doesn't hurt, you stomp hard. Strengthening those bones. 2 more. 1 more. Switch legs. I bet our cats downstairs are wondering what the heck we're doing up here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to grab my bag again. Dennis is going to get his water bottle. Right hand row. If you have an unhealthy back, you're tall and you're lifting and lowering. If you have a healthy back, right leg steps back, tipping from the hips, pull your belly in and pull. Good. Exhale up. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done with that side. Switch arms. If your back is healthy, send your left leg back and tip from your hips and pull. There's that pop again. It's going to be a good day. Last 6. You're doing great, Dennis.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, red solo cup. Are you ready? I'm going to get this bag out of the way. I'm going to reach to the side to retrieve it. Put it in between our legs. Sit tall in that chair. Lift that right leg. Gently tap that cup, repositioning it ever how you need to. Trying our best not to move that cup. Exhaling every time you lift a leg. Good. Keep your core pulled in, halfway. 4, 3, 2, One more time. And we're gonna slide that cup under our chair. Reach to the side for a sip of water. We'll take short breaks in between each round of work. Staying hydrated is really important. If you wait and drink when you feel thirsty, the dehydration process has already begun, and we don't want that. Our next round of work, sit to stand for 30 seconds or a seated power march. So the sit to stand, if you're choosing that option, you're sitting forward so your back is away from the chair. I'm going to power up stand, and I'm going to sit slowly with my hands grabbing that chair to make sure it doesn't slide out from under me. Okay, just like this. We're going to start from the seated position. Dennis is going to be power marching. You ready? All right, let's go. 12, or I did say 30 seconds, right? So I'll count 30 seconds silently. Exhale up. Good. 20 more seconds. Making sure those hands are finding the seat of that chair to ensure it doesn't slide out from under you. 12, 11, 10. 3, 2, 1. If you're standing, come on up. Dennis is going to reach for his water bottle by reaching to the side. I'm going to grab my bag. We're going to do some bicep curls. Single arm. We're going to keep our elbow tucked. We're going to go halfway up and all the way down and all the way up and all the way down. That's 1. We're going to do a total of 10. But how many bicep curls is that really with this
20.
pattern? 20. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. Halfway. Last 4. You feeling those bicep muscles? 3. I'm showing the underhand grip, which is really the most comfortable with the bag. Dennis is showing the hammer curl grip. 1 more with his palm facing his body. That was the hammer curl. Switch arms. He just turned on me. All right, ready? Same thing, pattern. Half and down and up and down. 9 more times. Good. Five more. 4, 3, 2. Last time. Dennis is going to put his bottle under his chair. I'm going to put my bag in the seat of my chair. Standing and seated, it's the same exercise. Slow, high, knees. If you're standing and you need that chair for stability, use it. Keep your belly pulled in. This is a great core exercise. 4. Exhale every time you lift a knee. 2. 1 more time. But you got to do both sides. I'm going to need to move this bag behind my chair. We've got those sit to stands or hip lifts or power march, I guess we were doing on this one. Pumping your arms. Ready? Go. If you're sitting and standing, those fingers reach for that chair seat before your hips go down to make sure it doesn't slide. Be safe. Pump it, Dennis. Pump it. It's like you're running to a football game, a Carolina football game. You got to run to get there. Uh-oh! I used the wrong analogy. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done with that one. Dennis, did you feel your heart rate coming up with that one?
Good.
Okay, if you're going to be using that bag, reach for it. Water bottle, reach for it. Right arm, bicep curl. Ready? Half and down and up and down. 9 more times. Exhale up, inhale down. If you're in my class, we use a dumbbell for this usually, sometimes a band. This is a little bit more challenging because it kind of swings. You have to control the momentum. It mimics everyday life activities better than using a dumbbell, actually. 2 more times. Last time. We got to do the same thing with the other hand. Ready? And keep that elbow tucked, half and down, and up and down. Half and down, and up and down. Exhale up, inhale down. Last 6. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more time. Dennis is going to put his water bottle under his chair. I'm going to take this bag away from my legs so I don't have any trip hazards. And we're going to do those honeys. Are we ready? Let's go. Slow. Halfway done here. Last 3. Exhaling every time that knee lifts. 1 more both sides. Have a seat. Reach to the side. Get a sip of water. Our next set of exercises, we got a break. How about that? Did you get your water?
I did.
Don't hit the pause button because I have an activity during our break. Reach down, grab your paper and your pencil. March in the United States is recognized as National Nutrition Month. At this time, I'd like for us to all write the word nutrition at the top of our paper. And after we're done exercising, not during, Dennis, no slacking off. This is after we're done. I want you to see how many smaller words you can make from the big word nutrition. I used the word maker online tool, and it told me that there were 77 potential different words that you could make from the word nutrition. Now, granted, some of those words I've never heard of in my life, but I was surprised at some of them, and we're going to let you challenge your brain after our workout. While we're staying home to stay healthy from this coronavirus, think about nutrition for just a moment. Do you know what we're having for dinner tonight, Dennis?
Soup.
What kind of soup?
Chicken soup.
Homemade.
Yes.
Homemade.
It'll be great.
Chicken and vegetable soup with a green salad, a little bit of bread. So I want you to be thinking about what you're going to have for dinner, because part of good nutrition is pre-planning, knowing and making that conscious decision before you cook your meal, what it's going to be and how healthy you're going to make it. So before dinner tonight, think about it, plan it out. If it's a recipe that you've used forever that has some unhealthy ingredients in it, think about how you can make that a healthier dish. And think about also what a portion size is, because that's my battle with nutrition. It's not going back for seconds or not getting that huge bowl instead of the serving size bowl. So that's your homework, words from nutrition and eating smart for dinner tonight. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna put my pencil and my paper back down. Our next group of exercises, we've got some hip extensions. So the seated exercise, I'm gonna have Dennis stay in the chair, squeeze his glutes, and slowly lift his right leg. Squeeze his glutes, and I'm gonna have you lift just the right leg, okay? What we're gonna do standing is stand behind the chair, hold for balance, and slowly lift our right leg straight back. Join me, whichever exercise is best for you today. Do you feel that glute? Last 6, 5, 4, just 3 more, 2, and 1. All right, other side. If you're seated, I want you to consciously squeeze your glutes before lifting that left leg every time. Ready? Let's do 12 here. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. If you need to be seated to reach your water bottle, please do so. If you're going to get it from the standing position, bend your knees. We're going to be using it for our next exercise. So if you've got a flip top like mine, make sure it's securely fastened. I'm going to put it in my right hand, and I'm going to bend my elbow using my free hand as a backstop. Tricep kickbacks. Last 6, 5, 4. Exhale every time that arm straightens. 1 more. And switch arms. Same thing here. Go slow. You don't want momentum to allow your arm to swing. Momentum is a villain, as he will keep us from tightening and toning those muscles. Slow movement is the good superhero. Will allow us to tighten and tone those tricep muscles. 4, 3, you should hear your water sloshing. 2, and 1. Shoulder rolls is our next exercise. We always roll from the front to the back to practice good posture. If I were to roll from the back to the front, I'm practicing hunching. And we're not going to be that person, right?
Right.
All right, good posture. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. And 1 more time. Okay, Dennis is going to do the glute squeeze, right leg lift. I'm going to do the right leg straight lift to the rear. Ready? Join us, whichever option is best for you. Actually, holding this chair while you're standing will help you stand taller and work that glute more. 7 more. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch legs. Same thing, Dennis is going to be squeezing his glute before he lifts that left leg. Go. Exhale, lift. Last 6. 5, 4, 3, handy. We're going right into those tricep kickbacks, making sure that top is completely secured so we don't have any spills. Straight back and release. Exhale when that arm goes straight back. You might also feel your shoulder with this. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Switching arms. Same thing with this arm. Good. 6 more. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, release. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shoulder rolls 6 times. Slowly, front to back. 6, 5. This is my favorite exercise. It feels so good. 3, 2, one more time. If you're going to be standing, we're here holding our outside leg. It's going to lift back and tap down. If you're going to be seated, join Dennis in taking the hand towel and placing it under your right foot. Your hand towel is on the back of your chair. And you're going to place it under your right foot and roll that foot as far back under that chair as you can and out. He's going to be cleaning my floor. He just didn't know he signed up for that task. Are we ready?
Yes.
Up and down. Exhale when that leg goes back to your hips or back in that chair. You should feel your hamstrings, that upper back part of your leg. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch legs. Ready? Go. Exhale when you let it tip. 5 more. 4, feeling those hamstrings. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Dennis, please slide your towel under your chair just with your feet. Dennis is going to be demonstrating arms up or out if you have shoulder problems. Single arm drops to the same side shoulder. So if you can send your arms high, do that. If that hurts your shoulders, you can send your arms out in front. Or you may join me on the wall for some tricep push-ups. Your hands are close together. Your forearms touch the wall. I'm going to exhale, push, straightening my arms, and then inhale, release my forearms back down. Join us, whichever exercise works best for your shoulders today. Halfway here. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, making those upper body muscles strong, 2, and 1. Push away from the wall, come back. Our next exercise is going to be calf raises, sitting or standing. We're going to do 8 with our toes pointing forward. You ready, Dennis?
I am.
1, squeeze those calves when you come up on those tiptoes. Chairs for balance if you're standing, but if you don't need it, don't use it. It's there if you do need it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now the next toe position seems just a little awkward, but it works those muscles in a different way. Toes inward, holding that chair if you need to for balance, up and down. Boy, I felt that first one. Exhale up, inhale down. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, what haven't we done? Toes out, heels close together. Quack, quack is what we all look like. Up and down.
Thought it was like a ballerina.
Ballerina, play. Last 4, 3, 2, and Dennis is going to reach under his chair with his foot, pull that hand towel back out, place it under his right leg, take it back. Our right leg lifts back towards our hips. Good. You're holding it up long enough for that hamstring to engage. Halfway. I should have moved his chair so he'd be cleaning a different part of the floor. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Keep it coming. Halfway. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dennis is going to pull his towel back with his feet, lift his arms, and go one at a time, making a light fist. Some of you may want to join me on the wall for those tricep push-ups. Hands closed, forearms down. Exhale, press up, straightening the arms. Inhale, back down with those forearms to the wall. You should be feeling your triceps. We've done 2 rounds of exercises in a row with tricep work included. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're on the wall, push off. Calf raises, toes forward. Dennis, I'm going to move your towel just a little bit to get it away from your feet. Safety first. Do an inspection now, making sure everything is under your chair. Toes forward, lift and lower. If you're standing and you don't need to hold, don't. It's there should you need it. Wonder if they can hear my shoes squeaking on the video. 2 more. 1 more time. That awkward toes in position. 8 times, holding that chair if you need it. A little bit of a balance challenge with this toe position. Last 4, 3, 2, toes are going out, heels close together. 8, then we take a break. 7, 6, 5, 4. At the break, I've got some March trivia. 2 more. 1 more time. And we're done with that set. Have a seat, get some water. While you're taking your break, I'll read you some trivia about March. As Dennis would say, some useless trivia. He's the king of useless trivia. All right, all things about the month of March. Did you know that March is National Umbrella Month?
Did not know that.
Neither did I. Did you know that March 3rd is called What If Cats and Dogs Had Opposable Thumbs Day? I think my cat would rule the world if he could actually use his thumbs.
We'd be in trouble.
We'd be in big trouble. March 9th, International Fanny Pack Day. March 13th, National Earmuff Day. March 16th, National Panda Day. I think that's my favorite zoo animal, the panda. March 21st, Absolutely Incredible Kid Day. We've got 5 of those incredible grandkids.
Our babies.
Our babies. March 23rd, World Meteorological Day. Did I say that right? Meteorological?
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister. Try saying that fast 3 times.
No.
No. And you still have time for this next special day. March 31st, World Backup Day. What do you think that means?
Back up everything, your computer and everything.
Yep. If you've got something on your computer and it's an important document and the computer crashes and you're not able to retrieve it, it's gone. Have a backup. Electronically back it up. That also goes for our papers, our important papers that we have. Have a second copy somewhere because you just never know when you're going to need that backup. So you've still got time to get ready and to do your due diligence for World Backup Day on March 31st. Let's do the talk test. Was that long enough of a break?
It's a good break.
To hydrate, get your heart rate back down so that we can do 2 more sets of work. You good?
Good.
If you're not good, if your heart rate is still up too high, hit the pause button, take 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and then come back and join us. That's the beauty of the video. All right, standing and sitting, it's the same exercise. Bicycle pedals, right leg. Hold that chair if you need to for stability. Lift your right leg and pedal forward. Exhale when you pedal. Forward. 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't put your foot down, but just hold it. And reverse. 10. Oh, that's not fair. 9. That first one, kick that quad in high gear. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Do you feel that hip flexor and that quad muscle? I'm going to spin my hips side to side just to release those muscles. And now we're going to do the left leg. Ready? Go forward. Now sometimes you may feel your hip joints feel like they're popping if it doesn't hurt. Remember, it's just those joints releasing the fluid buildup. If it hurts, omit the exercise. 2, and screech those brakes. Hold, go backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hips right to left. That one makes me a little bit breathless because it's so hard. If you're standing behind your chair, if you're sitting, you're in your chair. Right hand to your left hip. Extend the sword, the imaginary sword. Chair's here for balance. Extend the left leg or tap it out if you're seated. Tapping it means it's touching the floor. Lifting it if you can, if you're standing. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, one more time. Left hand to the right hip, same thing. If you're standing, try to lift that right leg. If you're sitting, tap it out. Right fingers can hold that chair if you need some balance assistance.
I can kind of really picture myself with that sword.
I've actually got a Minecraft diamond sword. I should have brought it in here. That would have looked really cool. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to give the legs a break and just work some posture muscles, sitting or standing. Arms out front. I'm going to make a light fist. You can keep your fingers extended if you'd like. Pull, squeeze, release. Pull, exhale, squeeze, and release. Good. Do you feel those back muscles? 3 more. 2. One more time. And just roll those shoulders to reset. You ready for those bike pedals one more time? Right leg, pedal forward, 10, 9, keep your belly pulled in. 4, 3, make the brake sound, Dennis. Backwards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hips right to left. Pick up your left leg, pedal forward, 10, 9. 5, 4, 3, 2, screech. Did you put your foot down?
No.
Pedal backwards, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips go left to right.
You know, some people were not made to ride bicycles. I'm one of those people.
He's right. Never known anybody on a bicycle like Dennis. Can I tell?
I don't care.
I won't tell, but let's just say if an accident can happen on a bike, Dennis has had it. You can use that chair for balance if you need to. Lifting that left leg. If you're standing, if you can, or tapping it out to the side. If you're seated. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Left hand to the right hip. And right leg lifts if you're standing. Taps if you're sitting. That right hand can touch that chair for balance as needed. But if you don't need it, take that hand away. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more. Give the lower body a rest while we do some shoulder retractions. Fingers extended or light fist. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Good. 5 more. Making that posture good. 4, 3, 2, last time. Have a seat. Get a sip of water, reaching to the side to grab that water bottle. We got one more round of work before we cool down. I'm going to show a standing wall wiper with my head against the wall, feet walking out, head against the wall, wipering my arms. Dennis is going to wiper his arms sitting. If it hurts to raise your arms, if it hurts your shoulders, then you can face the wall and walk your fingers up as high as you can, right then left, staying flat-footed, or do it from the chair like you see Dennis doing. No shoulder pain. Work that shoulder range of motion and mobility. You ready, Dennis? Yeah. Go. Remember, no shoulder pain. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're on the wall, push off. We're going to come to our chair. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So we're going to extend our arms, reach, exhale, hands to your back, open your chest. For this one, it's okay to round your shoulders, arch your back like an angry cat when you're exhaling and reaching forward. This should feel really good to your back. It's a great core exercise. Last 3, 2. One more time. We're going back to those wipers, either sitting or standing, or the finger walks one at a time, sitting or on the wall. If you're on the wall, doing finger walks, one at a time, standing fairly close, staying flat-footed. Pick your option. If you're on the wall, try to get your head back. Go. Exhale every time those arms lift. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and if you're standing up against that wall, push off. Everybody come back to your chairs. Cat-cows. Keep your belly pulled in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, stretch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sexy shoulder roll after the stretch. Right shoulder and left and right and left. Remember I had told you earlier that we would need something tossable? All right, reach under that chair and grab it. Okay, what I want us to do here is toss and catch. Toss and catch. Eyes on the object that you're tossing. Okay, stop. That was too easy. Let's play a game. Who's going to be the first to drop it? Me, probably. Toss, clap, catch. Toss, clap, catch. Don't toss it so high that you've got 100 years before it comes back down. All right, that's too easy. Clap twice. Toss, double clap, catch. All right, let's make it more challenging. 3 claps. All right, stop. You can continue doing that, or you can turn to the right, toss 1, 2, 3, catch. Turn to the left, toss 1, 2, 3, catch. Side to side. You pick it straight ahead, or turning your body side to side. Uh-oh, only twice there. I'm not tossing too good, but I've not dropped it. You haven't either. There's no penalty for dropping. It's just pride. One more time. And under your chair. Did anybody get a little breathless with that?
Not that.
I did. Okay. It's time to do some cool down stretches. Are you ready?
Ready.
Take that right leg long and straight. Tip forward, toes pointing to the ceiling. As you can see, Dennis's foot pointing up. That right leg should be as straight as you can make it. Breathe. And sit tall. Bring that right leg up. Hold it by the shin. Sit tall. Pull it as close into your chest as you can with no knee pain. Point the toes down and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. One more time. Hold underneath that leg and roll the ankle. Reverse that ankle direction circle. You may keep doing this if this stretch, the seated figure 4, causes you pain. Tip just enough to feel that glute on the lifted leg side. It also goes up into your back on that side. Just breathe. All right, now we're going to put that leg down. We're going to scoot to the right side of our chair and put that right foot back. Hold that left hand on the chair to make sure your booty stays in the seat. You should feel that quad, front upper part of your leg. If you have the flexibility without hurting your knee, You can grab that back foot, lifting it off the floor, pointing the knee downwards towards the floor. But you don't have to take that option. No pain. Okay. Come back to the center of your chair. Send your left leg long. Toes pointed up towards your ceiling. Legs straight. Feeling that hamstring in the back of that leg. Just breathe. Enjoy that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit tall. Bring that shin up. Pull it into your chest. Toes down and up. 1 more. Hold underneath that leg. Roll the ankle in a circle. Reverse the direction. How many of us have popping ankles that feels good? If it doesn't hurt, cross it over and tip just enough to feel that glute stretch. I always have people in class, a few, grab that glute where it's stretching. When that happens, I know we're doing the stretch right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to come to the left side of our chair. I've got some papers I'm going to kind of kick out of my way. Hold with your right hand, send that left leg back. If this is enough for you, you can stay right here. If you have the flexibility, pull that foot back, point the knee down to the floor. It's your option. Stretches should feel good, not painful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center of your chair. Take your right arm across to your left shoulder. Your left hand is just dangling. Take it to that right shoulder, pull it, and look right. I call this the pretzel stretch because we always feel like we're tied up like a pretzel. You hold this stretch if the tricep stretch that I'm going to show next causes any shoulder pain. If it doesn't, put that right hand on your back. You can hold here, or you can tug that elbow gently with the left hand. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Left arm across to the right shoulder. Right hand gives that left shoulder a gentle pull. Look to your left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the tricep stretch hurts, you keep holding that shoulder stretch. Hand to your back. If you want to take that gentle tug option, you can gently tug that elbow, but it's not necessary to feel that tricep stretch. Hands on your lap. Exhale, look down at your hands. Look straight ahead. If it causes you dizziness to look up, you don't. You look straight ahead. If it doesn't cause dizziness, look up and down and either straight ahead or up. And back to the center. Hands outside your right leg, look to your right. If you have an unhealthy back or neck, you stay right here. But if those are healthy muscles and joints, you can place the right arm up the back of the chair and look over that right shoulder. And back to the center. Take your right ear down to the right shoulder and lift your head. And take the left ear down to the left shoulder and lift your head. Right ear again and lift. Left ear and lift. Hands outside your left leg. Look to your left. And this is where you stay if you have back or neck problems. If you have a healthy back and neck, put that left arm up the back of the chair and take your eye gaze over that left shoulder. Release. Come back to the center. Inhale up. Slowly float those angel wings down. Sexy shoulder roll. One more time, Dennis. One at a time. Thank you so much for tuning in to our workout video. I've missed seeing you in person, and I hope that we're back together soon. But know that all of you, your safety, your health, your well-being is the most important thing. So even though we can't be together, we're making it possible for us to stay physically fit. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to the time that we're face-to-face again. Take care. Tuning out.